Why am I so insecure in my relationship? There might be some reasons for that. I can help dig into the psychological aspects of that in this video. Relationships are a place where we want to feel secure, confident, like we've got it, and we don't very often. There's a reason for that, and it has to do with our focus. You know how in other videos I've talked about metacognition? Metacognition is kind of a fancy word, but all it means is a higher level of thinking. Okay, cognition means thinking. If we put that at this level, metacognition is a higher level. It's thinking about thinking. And notice that you can do this. When you think about your thinking, you're in position to learn some really powerful and important things about how your own mind is processing this relationship. And I think you'll see exactly what I'm talking about as we go to this graph. In this box is our focus. All right? So think about your thinking for a minute and think about where your focus is when you're in a relationship. Is my focus on how I feel? That's this column. Or is it on how you feel? Two possibilities, right? So in this relationship that you're concerned about, there's you and there's the other person. I've written the labels here in first person so that you can own it. Ask yourself, okay, is my focus on how I feel or how that person feels? That's what we're talking about with the columns. Now, forget about the feelings for just a minute. We're going to go to the rows. About me or about you. That's what our rows represent. So in addition to the feeling, we're getting to the content here. So we've set up a little quadrant system. Now as we look at this quadrant system, you're going to be in one of these four boxes. And you probably bounce around a little bit. But check out that relationship where you're feeling a little insecure, and let's just see why that's happening. When we're in this first quadrant, I actually call this one the red quadrant, okay? And I color it red in some of my presentations because this is where we don't really want to be. In the red quadrant, my focus is on how I feel about me. See, it's all about me. Am I good enough? Have I got this? Am I prepared? Do I know what I'm doing? Do I think that I'm ready? Okay, these are all those red kind of thoughts, if we call it the red quadrant, but it's just where our focus is all on how we feel about ourselves. It's all about me. How do I feel about me? See how selfish that seems? And what is the impact in a relationship? In your other relationships, for example, think about how it feels when somebody else is all tied up in how they feel about themselves. It's like, hello, anybody in there? The lights are on, but nobody's home. It's like I'm unnecessary here because you're so tied up in how you feel about yourself. How do you feel when you get into that red quadrant? When you're focused on, oh, am I good enough? Do I have this? Am I ready? Am I prepared? Am I good enough? Am I cute enough? Am I smart enough? Whatever, right? This creates self-consciousness. If you're feeling self-conscious, now I'm not talking about that healthy sense of self-awareness or mindfulness. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that anxious self-consciousness that happens anytime our focus is on how I feel about myself. You don't even have to change it, but notice it. Now, what if we shift over here to this quadrant? Now my focus is on how you feel about me. on how you feel about me. Do you think that I'm good enough? Do you approve of me? Do you think that I'm cute enough, smart enough? Do you think I'm prepared? Do you think I can do this? Do you accept me? All right, that is our second quadrant here. What's the effect? Insecurity. That's where insecurity comes from. You're wondering why you're insecure in this relationship? Is on how other people feel about you. Just check it out and see if that is accurate. Welcome back to junior high, folks. I mean, do you remember feeling that anxious insecurity about, oh, do I fit in? Are they going to like me? Are they going to approve of me? This is where it comes from. And there's different levels of that, that's granted. But I just want you to see that when your focus is here in this quadrant, that's when you get the insecurity. That's where it comes from. Either way, up here on the top, we create anxiety. It's either that judgmental, self-judging anxiety over here in the first quadrant, or it's that insecurity of, oh, do people like me? Am I going to fit in? Of the second quadrant. Either way, we feel anxiety and nervousness and apprehension. Okay, let's move on. How about this quadrant? Now my focus is on how I feel about you. Do I like you? Do I approve of you? Do I think you're making good choices? Do I accept you? Okay, even if it's positive, can I just add that? Even if it's positive, it creates criticism. So we've got self-consciousness here, we've got insecurity over there, we've got criticism here. I said even if it's positive. Check it out. How does it feel? If I approach you and I'm like, oh, I approve of you, pat you on the head a little bit. How condescending is that? What gives me the authority to approve of you or not? It's like I'm here and you're there, right? Doesn't feel right. And people will feel criticized. So when my focus is on how I feel about you, that leads to criticism. We got one more box. This is where we get out of our own way. Okay? It's not about me. And how I feel is only secondary. My focus is now on how you feel about yourself. When I can get to that quadrant, this is the one that I have labeled the influence quadrant. And we can also label that confidence, because I think that's going to fit as well. We get out of the insecurity and the anxiety of this top row where it's all about me. We get out of the judgment and the criticism that's characteristic of these two over here in the first column. It's not about me. How I feel is only secondary. That's what gives me the influence and the confidence in the relationship that I crave. Now, if you're feeling some insecurity in your relationship, that's okay. It's not fun, I know, and you're trying to change it. Just notice where it's coming from. And I'm guessing that if you're feeling insecurity, you're in that second quadrant where your focus is on how other people feel about you. Just notice it. As you notice it, it puts you in a higher level of choice and control. Because maybe you want to do something about this. Now, really quickly, before I let you go today, I want to give you 4 hacks. 4 brain hacks to get you in to that influence confidence quadrant. Notice where your focus is. That's going to help. And then, to hack your way into that quadrant, give social gifts. There's 4 of them that I would recommend. The first one is gratitude. You express gratitude to the people in your life that you want to be in a relationship with in a way that you're focused on how they feel about themselves. That's a gift, and they will love it. Be specific. Tell them what you're grateful for, not just, oh, I appreciate you. For what? Tell them what you like about them, what you appreciate about them or what they've done for you. That's the gratitude one. The second one is information. It's a gift. You give them information. It's like enlightenment, like something they didn't know before. It usually starts with, hey, did you hear? Or, you know what I heard today? And then you give them a gift of information. We got gratitude, we got information. The next one is common ground. Common ground is something that you share with someone else. So you point out how you're similar, how you're alike, what you have in common. It's a social gift. And then the fourth one is good cheer. Good cheer has to do with positivity and actually being cheerful and using a smile on your face. People are going to wonder what you're up to. But don't worry about that. Give the social gift. Elevates people and raises their mood. The gift of good cheer. Those 4 social gifts will help you to hack into that influence and confidence quadrant in your relationships. There's a whole positive relationships resources playlist here at Live on Purpose TV. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please share it and check out that other playlist. We got a lot of other good stuff.
I saw her standing in the street alone. Her head was down, face locked.